Hello, and welcome to the Thyroid Warrior podcast. I'm Ebony, and I'm here as your wellness facilitator. I'm going to be sharing my experiences in managing Hashimoto's disease. I really hope that it'll help you on your personal journey. Keep in mind, however, this does not substitute for medical advice. It is only for your information and motivational purposes only. Now, let's get started. Hi, everyone. I am so excited because today we have an awesome guest. Today we're going to be interviewing Jenna J. She is my beautician from Detroit, Michigan. Every time I go home, I always knock down her door to do my hair, and I want her to talk to us today about proper hair care, especially since it's the summertime and everyone wants to try a new highlight or a new hairstyle or a new color. And I really wanted to have her come on today just to talk to you guys about the pros and cons and what to look out for and what to do and what not to do. So I'm so happy that she agreed to come on today. So I just want to welcome her, and I want you all to welcome her as well. So Jenna, thank you for being here and welcome.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
Yes, I'm excited too. So we're going to dive right in today. And I really want to just talk about this one thing. And everyone is going to be out on the beach this summer. They're going to be getting in the water, whether it's in a pool or they're going to be in salt water at the beach. And I just want to address my thyroid warriors that are struggling with hair loss. So can you kind of talk about any products or treatments that you recommend for clients that are struggling with hair loss?
Make sure your labs are ideal. You want to make sure that your supplements are suitable for you. And I cannot express enough that your diet is very important when thinking about just it's going to be well inside and just not your body, but your hair and your scalp, your skin, all of that takes a part of you and having a proper diet as well. So with whole foods, rich in nutrients, and make sure that you're taking vitamins. Vitamins are very important as well. And staying hydrated for the summer, staying hydrated. If you are suffering with dry hair, just using moisturizers and looking for things that's going to help with moisturizing your hair. And when you're swimming and you're in chlorine water, make sure that you're shampooing your hair. Make sure that, again, your hair is moisturized, and concentrate on your scalp because it starts there. That's where your follicles are. And your hair is, of course, coming out of those follicles, those cells. So make sure you're paying close attention to that as well. That vitamins are very important. Your labs, supplements, and diet is very important. I cannot explain that enough or express that enough, that you have to concentrate on your diet.
So, guys, when you're going to the beach, take a nice little picnic basket with nice, clean food. We literally just talked about protein and carbs and healthy fat and bringing it all together. So I'll make sure that in the show notes, I have some suggestions for some healthy summer snacks and food ideas that you guys can utilize while you're at the beach. So that is awesome. And I just love how when guests come on without even knowing it, sometimes they just kind of reinforce the topics that we've been talking about. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. So just continuing on to that. So talking about, the wonderful beach body waves and the highlights and the this and the that. So hair dye. There is a lot to talk about and to think about when it comes out, and, how to rinse it out, how to not do it, how to do it. Like, what do you look out for if you have certain conditions? Are there different things in the products that you have to think about? Or for me, I know I had a very brief thought to dye my hair, which my hair color is its natural hair color. And don't kill me for saying that out loud, for wanting to dye my hair. But I've done my research and I found that my medication can have an impact on my body, how my body processes the hair dye. So can you just talk to us about that thing?
So with the medications and then the ingredients that are in certain hair colors, it does tend to affect how chemicals are processed in your hair. Sometimes they say that many people that have thyroid disease tends to pull more of a red shade from their hair, which tends to sometimes it may affect the way that a certain color that you're going for. It may process in a different tone that than what you're looking for. So it does it's harder for the color to take, on top of probably not getting the accurate results that you're looking for. And there's about 5 ingredients that people with thyroid disease should avoid. And these are chemicals that are in hair colors: paraffins, fragrance, oxybenzone, heavy metal. So if you're looking to color your hair, I advise looking for something that's natural. You can never go wrong with natural products. They do have natural hair color. So when looking for hair color, just really do your research.
I actually saw this is actually a really funny story. So Lush Cosmetics has the henna bars, and you can color your hair with those. Well, Ebony didn't really pay that much attention to the packaging. So I'm like, oh, it's just a deep conditioner. Fantastic. Oh, it's a dark color. I don't really understand why. Well, I found that out after putting it in my hair. I did pay some kind of semblance of attention to it, but not really. I just broke off a chunk. I mixed it. I was like, wow, this is really dark. So I was like, let me do a little patch test. So I put it in a part of my hair and I was like, la, 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 la. Okay, let me wash it out. Well, I dyed my hair. Awesome. I remember sitting in the chair when I came home and you gave me the most amazing scalp massage ever when you were washing my hair. And I'm telling you, every time I leave Detroit, I come back to the DMV area, I swear like my hair grows an extra like 2 inches just from that one little scalp massage. Just saying.
And that does, and if you could maybe, if you guys can ask your beauticians or your stylists for those services, that is a good form of stimulation for your scalp, which opens the hair follicles for better hair growth. So that if you guys can suggest that, then that would be a great opportunity for thin hair and hair growth.
Like it. So I've talked to a couple people now about, natural hair and all of those fun things. But what about the reason behind going sulfate and paraben free? Because, for me personally, sulfates dry my hair out really bad and my hair breaks off more. But could you just describe or talk a little bit more about why those products can be very harsh for your hair, and especially knowing that there are a lot of different people for which sulfates can be very hard, but then that might also be the thing that they need for their hair. So I try to be very inclusive of different hair types. So if you could just talk about that very briefly, that would be amazing.
Well, as you know, like our hair produces its own oils, its own natural oil. Sulfate, it strips the natural oils. It strips your hair of the natural oil. That's one of the things that you want to try to stay away from: scalp irritation. And the chemicals in the products can cause the top layer of your skin or penetrate the top layer of your skin, causing irritation and inflammation on your skin. If you can, stay away. And like I said, I always promote just using natural products that you can possibly eat. That is good for your hair. It causes no harm.
I like it. I love making my hair mask with my avocado. And okay, so one note on avocado. So I always have that moment where I get them and they're not ripe at all. And then all of a sudden I turn around and they're bad. But they still make for an amazing hair mask. So I will put that in the show notes. One of the hair masks that I use that uses the old quote unquote avocado. I definitely agree with you. And I have noticed that from switching to sulfate free, paraben free products, and even in some cases, kind of DIYing my own shampoos and conditioners, I can put a lot more good stuff in them. Like I put coconut oil in my conditioner. I put jojoba oil, a little bit of castor oil, but then I can use essential oils and they're just everything. And it makes me so excited because when I'm washing my hair, if something gets in my eye, I'm not like, ah, oh my gosh, get it out, get it out, get it out. So I love it. I really, really do. And I really appreciate the fact that you support that and you always have, and you've always educated me on best practices when it comes to my hair because I have a very unique hair color. And oftentimes you guys don't get to see them because I cover my hair with wigs because I exercise a lot, but it's very prone to just being dry. And I also have eczema in my scalp. So it's just very taxing to have to go through that process of like, okay, well, I can't use that shampoo. No, my scalp burned with that one. Yeah, no, I'm switching. And, you know, a lot of my friends are like, oh, this lifestyle that you lead, it's too expensive. I'm like, well, having an irritated scalp all the time is just annoying. So, and the benefit kind of outweighs the risk. And if I can have hair for a longer amount of time, I'm going to do that.
For sure. Well, definitely.
I'm just saying I have a lot of hair and I attribute that to going sulfate free and eating lots of fruits and vegetables and drinking a lot of water and making sure that my diet has been a lot better than it has been in years past. So I'm, again, super happy that you brought those things up. So do you have recommendations?
Whatever you have in your house, because I noticed that a lot of people that do go natural, they buy a lot of products. It's like an experiment, like a guinea pig. Products in your house, that's perfect. You know what you're putting in your scalp. You know what you're putting in your hair, and you can. I can say things that are in the stores, but you know firsthand when you're at home what you're using. So I do encourage that, and like I do 100%. I support OGX's line, and it has for every texture of hair. So if you guys can look into that, that will be excellent. But in the meantime, like you said, Ebony, you can shampoo your hair with baking soda. So things like that, just things that you have at home in your refrigerator that you wouldn't even think. Those are things that you can use for your hair.
Yes, I will most certainly have all of those things in the show notes because I absolutely hate and love hair wash days. I hate it because suddenly I have a lot of hair and I'm like, where did this all come from? It's growing, but I'm just like, okay. But I love it because I know what I'm putting in my scalp, as you said. So that you have so many wonderful things going on, but how can we learn more about you? Where can we find you so that we can see all the good things that you're doing?
I have an Instagram and a Facebook, Jenna J Experience. You can check me out on both of those platforms.
Yay! And I will definitely put those things in the show notes. And I have a very fun question. So, if you could be any superhero, what would that be?
Oh my gosh, Ebony, that is a fun question. What would I be? Maybe I would be Captain Save a Scout. I don't know, Ebony.
I love it. Oh my goodness. Stay in touch with this woman. She is phenomenal. If you've actually gone on my website at ebonycolina.com, or if you've seen me on Facebook on my business page, which is Total Metamorphosis with Ebony Colina, my profile picture that I have there, yeah, she did my hair in that. So if you have not done so already, especially if you're in the Detroit area, you need to go pay her a visit. She's amazing. She has wonderful hands. So with that being said, guys, that is what I have today. You are going to have some jam-packed things in the show notes today. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better with all of the wonderful things that are going to be in the show notes, guess what? I have created a thyroid basics mini course. And if you've been diagnosed and you're trying to figure out, okay, what do I do next? This course is for you. So head on over to ebonycolina.com/thyroid basics and sign up to be in the know about when the course is going to open. And there are so many things that I'm so excited to share with you all in this course. And for those of you that are listeners that sign up, you're going to be able to get a first glance at some of the really cool things that I'm going to be doing moving forward. So you do not want to be left out of that. So again, ebonycolina.com/thyroid basics to be in the know for when the course opens. And I cannot wait to see you guys in there. So don't hesitate. Don't wait. Go ahead and sign up now. Take care, guys. Okay, Thyroid Warriors, get out there and take things one step at a time. Remember, be great, reflect on your triumphs, and as always, be well. Take care.